So this Ray Rice story hasn't gotten even more complicated, and as everybody knows, Ray Rice is the football player who punched his wife in the face, and now there's been this big hoo-ha for the past week and a half about it. But the NFL's reputation is now on the line, and possibly the job of League's commissioner, Roger Goodell. And so this bombshell video of him knocking out his now wife has sort of basically blew up the internet, right? Blown up all things, social media. Everybody's watched it. The NFL announced that late Wednesday that former FBI Director Robert Mueller will lead an independent inquiry into the league's investigation and how it gathered evidence in the case. Mueller will have access to all NFL records, according to the league spokesperson. Two NFL owners who are attorneys, John Mara of the New York Giants and Art Ronley, the second of the Pittsburgh Steelers, will oversee the independent investigation. We'll see what happens, what this sort of proves. But, I got to tell you, I think there's a couple things here to talk about the NFL for just a second. Listen, this isn't my problem with it. Don't get me wrong. Ray Rice it wasn't appropriate for him to hit his wife. But the fact that the NFL has had 56 different domestic violence cases in the past year, and of those 56, only one individual has been banned from the league indefinitely because it happened to make it on television, is my issue. This is about accountability for me, right? The NFL is not accountable they're not accountable for domestic violence. They don't think they're accountable because they thought they were accountable. All 56 of those players would have been indefinitely, immediately suspended from the NFL. But the fact they only focused on this one guy, and he's sort of become the scapegoat, the poster child for domestic violence, blows my mind. And the only reason why he became the poster child has everything to do with the fact that his videos got released on TMZ, and there was a video of it. But there's so many NFL wives and so many NFL girlfriends or mistresses or whatever you want to call them who are being beaten in silence, and the NFL doesn't care. Right? And that's my larger issue with this whole case. And so while we watch this video on loop and on repeat every chance we get, right, and we watch the press conference over and Ray Rice and the Ravens tweet and his wife tweets and all this other stuff, there's still people that are being victimized. Right? There's still domestic violence happening. There's still a woman being beaten today. And she might be being beaten by an NFL player, but the NFL doesn't seem to care. And that is my issue.